Hello and welcome to the channel. This is Steel City Knives and I've got a Frugal Friday video for you today. This is a new series that I've started up. This is the second episode of it. And a lot of the time it's going to be brand new knives, but I didn't want to discredit the second-hand market and vintage stuff because you can pick them up dirt cheap. And this is one brand you definitely will get cheap. This is Richards of Sheffield. So these were massive at a period in time in Sheffield. They owned sort of 60% of the market. They employed like 700 people. They were a massive company. They distributed all over the world. They were very commonly found and still are on the secondary market. This cost me £15 to the door. I'm really in good shape for the age, really. It's a beast of a knife. It's a 4-inch handle and a 3 3/8 blade. But yeah, so why I bought this? I bought this specifically for the channel. I bought this and showed it as one of my, I think it was one of my first few videos. And I didn't know what this tang stamp was. It was Richards, and I bought this knife because it said Soligen, made in Germany. And the actual tang stamp, it says Richards lamppost. So that started getting me like really interested because I like looking these things up. And if you have a look here, you'll see they've both got lampposts. Now, Richards is where Richards came from. So back in 1900s, there was the company, the Richards, in Soligen. So in 1932, Paul Peter Richards and Stefan Richards moved to Sheffield and started up the Richards Company in Broomhill Street, helped by Wilhelm Muller, who later on he went on to actually own the company. And he actually bought, we'll get into that, but basically, so Richards, they are Richards, essentially. This is where Richards came from. So if you think Richards is a full-on Sheffield born and bred company, it is not. It is actually originates from Zolligen. So yeah, 1960s was sort of Richards' prime. That's when they owned 60% of the pocket knife production in the UK, and they were on fire. They really were. They were a massive company. And they were doing really well, and they were distributing all around the world, and you will find these all around the world for under £20 or $20. You know, really pick them up cheap. They used to do a lot of sort of touristy knives and put things on the handles that from different countries and things like that. Now these handles, I'll show you a picture of how these are made. As you can see, quite a cheap way of manufacturing, really, because essentially all you've got is the liners and the backspring and the blade, and then the covers are actually crimped on, and I'll show you that now. So I've got a loose one here on this side. You can hear it, it's horrible. This one's solid, so basically all they do, and you see how that's come loose, so you can knock that tight again, and they crimp onto that liner like so. But yeah, quite a crude, simple way of doing it, but obviously saves a load of money. But don't get fooled out if you don't know about the company or how they're manufactured and things like that, and you see that, you might think this is a solid, you know, this is a bolster, these are covers, you know, you think, oh, there's no gaps on that. But yeah, it's just they're a bit hollow, and they just sit on that liner like so. But these were massive, and talking to some people that are a bit older than me, they remember being a newsagent on cardboard backings, and loads of them all sort of elasticated, pinned on there, and they'd beg their dad to get one. So very affordable, very widely available. So you will find these around on the second-hand market. So, but yeah, I just love that connection. I thought I've got to get one, and I wanted to show the channel about the origins of it. And I thought, is that all they did then? They just did these cheap souvenir knives. So I started looking, and I found some beautiful knives that they actually did. Well, there's this one bone one that they did. So they weren't all of this sort of these covers and the way they were manufactured. They do a lot of other stuff. But I'll show you the advertisement as well. I love this advertisement of them showing their pocket knives and their scissors. But you see the pocket knife on that is not of that makeup either. And I found one of them as well online. So Right, so we're going to delve a bit more into this story because Muller bought the company. So the guy that helped them set it up, he actually bought the company, and then he also bought Rogers and Wolstenholme in 1975. He had all of those companies for 2 years, and then that's when they sold them to Imperial, and that's where you get the Imperial sort of the Schrade Wolstenholme connection. And I'll do a separate video on that, but I just thought I'd, Frugal Fridays, if you wanted to pick up a cheap vintage knife that's more than capable. I mean, they are really well put together, even though they're a bit of and I mean, quite unique. You don't find many knives like that now. So that's why I wanted one in the collection, definitely, because they're unique, and a brilliant piece of Sheffield history, I suppose. But yeah, always good to have. And now I'm sort of figured out the connection between the lampposts. So you think Richards is born and bred Sheffield? It isn't. It was based from Zollingen, and it's got its ties to Germany. In fact, when they started the company up, they actually imported all their machinery from Germany. So there you are. You think Richards is as Sheffield as it gets? It really isn't. So right, thanks for watching. Just a bit of a short, sweet one with a bit of history sprinkled in there as well. So hope you're all having a good one. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one. Cheers.